This is no time. This is no time for idleness. is done. The Harvester of Souls' presence is receding from the land, though it is likely that this place will be forever scarred. It is done. The Harvester... They will try, but without the Daedra, or the link to Cold Harbor, destroying the remaining worm cultists will be quick work. I will warn the Dominion of what they attempted with the Fangs of Chaos. It will not be allowed to happen again. I must send word to the Dominion of what transpired here. Almalexia sees great things from you, but whether good or bad, I can't say. Thank you for your help. If we meet again, I hope it is as allies once more. Farewell.
Excuse me. Did you know my husband? What brings you to my husband's grave? I don't think we ever met. My husband was a guard for a merchant caravan. One day, he found a magic amulet on a dead man laying in the road. Almost overnight, he became despondent, and when he spoke, he would only talk about the bandits he had killed while defending the caravan. No, nothing worked. I even paid to have the origin of the amulet divined, and learned it was crafted in Cormount. Surprisingly, my husband volunteered to go, but he was found dead not far from town the next day, and the amulet was gone. If you have the amulet, I suggest you find a way to be rid of it as soon as possible, before you lose the will to even try.
Hold. We've observed your travels through Grahtwood and have need of your particular talents.
My cousin was studying with Tellinger at Esduin. Thank you for all you did there.
Hello, and a fine day to you. Are you interested in any of the goods I have to offer? I assure you, despite our location, our stock is ample. There's really only Rondrin, but he's been retired for a while now.
Something I can do for you.
If you are looking for custom jewelry, you should know I'm retired. My amulet! Tell me, did it do its work? Did the Argonians suffer? The brigand who killed my son! It took all my resources to make that amulet and track him down. You see, I'm not a strong or violent man, but I do know my craft. That amulet is my masterpiece. It magnifies the guilt of taking a life, slowly overwhelming the wearer with grief until he takes his own life. It's a little bit of poetry, if I do say so myself. Although it's been so long, I was beginning to doubt it worked. What? That can't be! You're lying! The Argonian sent you, didn't he? He's not dead at all, is he? This isn't right. This person obviously did not deserve to die. What have I done? Give me the amulet. I made it impossible to give away, but I created it, so you should be able to give it to me. I thank you for bringing me closure on my son's killer. I know what I have to do now. It's my turn to wear the amulet now. If anyone is guilty, if anyone deserves it, it's me. I created this abominable object. It's only fitting that I am destroyed by it. It's justice. Oh, gods! How was I so blind? My revenge only brought more pain into the world. I guess death is a poor substitute for justice, after all. You're right. I must end this diseased cycle. I must destroy the amulet. Never again! It is done. No one shall ever suffer at the hands of this accursed creation again. No one else should suffer my folly. Thank you, and please take this for your troubles.
Haven is free of pirates. Look.
bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner. How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift, especially with the trouble brewing in Eldenroot. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches. Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape. That again? My sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. No, you don't get to question me, not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That we'll break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh? Then I shall return the favor. Address all further inquiries on the matter to Ambassador Tarinwe. Good day.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you?
How do you know?
You'll fill the bill nicely. Let's talk.
Here!
What are you afraid of? Words?
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance. Oh, forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Irene's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you? Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn? Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs. Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice. We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Turin weighs orders. She did? That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside. Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course. The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim. Very well. I'll be here waiting on those orders.
It is no use. The High Elves care nothing about their promises to the Khajiit. Nothing will change, no matter how much we shout. Of course, we hope the ambassador would hear our voice, but it seems those stone walls are too thick. Perhaps the sound of rocks against her embassy walls would bring her out. What? No. But if the ambassador is going to sit in her well-constructed embassy, she won't remain oblivious. A few rocks cluttering against her walls should remind her of what we lack. Thank you, my friend. Do what you
Stop
promised.
That at once.
Finally, this one gets attention.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here? I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom. Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find? Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun? What do you mean, collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her. I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Irene's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
Here!
Saw you standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you. Azerith, bind us, Ranger. We work directly for King Camoran Eredon. Saw you earlier in the throne room. The king had his suspicions about the missing work crew and asked me to look into it. Seems we both have a stake in this. I know enough. Khajiit owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. The king sent me to find out why. The king suspects Ambassador Tarinway has been up to no good. Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance. So he sent me to deal with it. Ambassador Tarinway used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy. If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee, have someone smuggle her out of Grahtwood. We should probably stop her. Meet me by the middens at the base of the Elden Tree. I'll be there shortly. They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Necessary evil, I'm told. Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far behind her. Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a High Elf ambassador. Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion. Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grahtwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict, that's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
Help me. I'm desperate.
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Too late! For the heresy!
On your feet! You're coming with me!
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camoran Eredon, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
He'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you. Now get moving! Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
Won't you take pity on me? You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy? Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it. Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naaman. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very Dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
Did you know you...
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinwe, a traitor, my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion. We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinwe until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants. Ambassador Tarinwe's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process. The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell. The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Tarinwe's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure. Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method. Why, we'll look to the past. According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful. The heart of a numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing. But a member of the local mages guild named Laranalda theorizes it's in a local Aeliad ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the heart of a numeral. Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Daraneth as a missing element. The heart of a numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing. But a member of the local mages guild named Laranalda theorizes it's in a local Aeliad ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the...
Greetings, Sarah. Honor to you and your house, Sarah. My lord, Devaith Fear, would speak with you at once. Your aid, in exchange for a sizable stipend. Devaith Fear seeks a powerful artifact and requires a companion. He insists you are the only candidate worth considering, for now. Go to the Tribunal Temple in Mournhold. Lord Fear waits for you there. Of course, but if you do not come, he will find another, and you will be left behind, forever saddled with a coward's regret. Hardly a choice, by my estimation. Service to Devaith Fear is a great honor, Sarah. Think hard before refusing. My master waits for you in the Mournhold Tribunal Temple.
This is about Cormount, isn't it? Don't blame her because you backed the wrong side.
Whatever the answer, it now marks the center of the Dominion. Even Somerset acknowledges its might.
You look... It's simple, really. I need someone to travel to Redford Trading Post and inquire about my lost shipment with Aranikane, the customs clerk. It's incredibly late, and the alchemist that ordered it is not the most patient of clients. Grand! If you could, pick up the shipment and bring it back to me. I'd go myself, but Aranikane and I... well, we're not on the best of terms. A misunderstanding, but hazardous to my health. Tell her you're there for Tree Shade Imports. The customs clerk in Redford Trading Post should be able to help you locate my shipment. The client is not a patient woman, so do hurry.
Welcome to Redford Trading Post. How can I assist you with your import and export needs? I can track it down for you. What was its intended destination? Ah, that crate. I checked it myself. It was making some sort of odd noise. A chirping, if I recall. It's clearly contaminated, so we threw it out in the garbage heap for disposal. It's not worth the risk to our couriers, you understand. Out in the back with other impounded shipments waiting to be destroyed. You can pick it up if you want to assume the risk, but I cannot guarantee your safety. However, it is one less thing for me to deal with, so feel free to pick it up. If the shipment isn't destroyed already, it'll be in a pile near the waterfall. Oh, you again. What do you need? Why did you come back here with it? I thought I made it clear I don't want that stuff around here. Our business is concluded.
My trusty courier! Did you have an exciting trip? Was it the import taxes again? I thought I paid those weeks ago. I was hoping that would hasten the process. My client is not exactly a patient woman, and I do not wish to upset her. Kwama? No, this is no good. I don't need that here with all my other fragile shipments. Look, can you run this out to Alex right away? She'll have your payment. And try not to stare at her. She's easily distracted.
Daedra have been seen in the area.
You reek of Kwama juices. Why don't you come inside and spend some time with your Granny Alex? I'll have a hearty, chunky brain stew ready soon. Or do you like it spongy and raw? What? Oh, from that netch scab in Thoris? It's late. It's so very late. I've resorted to eating troll brains and maggot soup, and my potions have lost their delectable fetid flavor already. Of course I want it. Just pour it in the stew there, and if anything escapes, feel free to gobble it up as a tip. If you want, you can spend time with your old Granny Alex while the eggs pop and ooze into the sauce. You didn't drop a single one. I'm impressed. Come to think of it, I have been needing an apprentice. Huh? Don't care to keep company with your old Granny Alex? Or is it the smell of the boiling Kwama? A little too heady for your delicate sensibilities? Oh well, I'll enjoy it all for myself. I always do. Why are you still here? You like what you see, hmm? Want to spend time with your old Granny Alex, eh? So, you didn't come to see your old Granny Alex to sit on her lap and hear a story? Didn't want to play Count the Wood?
Fate summons you, champion. Greetings, champion. Laramil the Wise sent me to find you on behalf of Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Fate and Forbidden Knowledge. Disaster looms over both his realm and ours. Only you can meet this threat. In Hermaeus Mora's realm of Apocrypha, there is a door that must not be opened. A secret, forgotten for millennia. But a Dremora named Torvasard remembers. He is determined to open that door. If he succeeds, reality itself could be undone. I am but a messenger. My task is to set you upon the path. Seek out Laramil the Wise in the outlaw's refuge of this city. She will explain what must be done to avert the ruin of all. I am told you will be well rewarded for your service. Laramil the Wise awaits you amid the outcasts and exiles of this city. We who are chosen to serve the Golden Eye are often regarded with fear and suspicion in these lands. It is better to avoid attention.
Oh, I don't guess you've run into a big lumbering brute of an orc in your travels. Named Storg. Was a friend of mine. Emphasis on the was. I'm in a pile of trouble because of him. Maybe you've heard of the Rite of Theft, a wood elf tradition. If you pull off a particularly clever theft, you can demand payment from the owner for their things. Well, I stole this tree thane's bow, and then Storg stole the bow from me. The tree thane wants his bow back. And if I can't give it to him, he's going to have me hauled in and whipped. Last I heard, Storg was headed toward Vine Death Cave. The tree thane won't let me leave town. Could you look for Storg? You actually got the bow? Incredible. Did Storg give you much trouble? Vinedeath Cave remains true to its name then. I'm sorry to hear it. Storg might have been a dunderheaded double-crosser, but he was still my friend. I figure I owe you what the Tree Thane paid me for the bow. Some thief I turned out to be, eh?
Hate to ask, but I could use some help. We got a problem on Solstice. A worm cult kind of problem. Neither it travel, you should not much. You should be able.
You believe all you hear. A Daedric prince. Did your sister see a clutch of butterflies when she was there?
Believe what you like. I'm glad things have gone down there, whatever the cause.
You do not want to cross me.
So long as it stands tall, we will prosper under the shadow of its boughs.